Okay guys, so I wanted to fill you in on this whole Souhila situation because I got dragged into it, and believe it or not, people are in my DMs. They're in my comments bashing me and coming at me, and it's like, I am to backtrack a little bit to last week. Souhila, which is one of my friends, but not only that, she's an Algerian songstress, a really popular singer in Algeria. She posted last week an image which I believe most are considering to be blackface. Exhibit 1, this is an example of man that wearing blackface in Toronto. So they believe Souhila wore blackface on her Instagram page. So basically what she did was she had a makeup artist paint her face brown skin, as in the complexion brown skin, not visibly black like charcoal black, but brown skin on one half of her face, and then her fair regular complexion on the other side. And for those of you guys who don't know, she is North African, she is Algerian, so they are very fair skinned up there in complexion. But this woman is very woke, she's very aware of what's going on. I actually met her through my job, her performing at one African music fest and, you know, engaging herself more into the Afrobeats music market. So that's how I know the woman, but we've stayed friends and stayed connected since. So I commented under the picture because I understood what she was trying to say. She also had her hands clasped together. She had one hand brown and one hand her regular complexion. Her hands were clasped together as well, and her caption was, kind of drove the point home that she was doing this for unity, she was doing this for love, she was doing this for peace, and the picture has started to go viral. And not only that, but it actually, I'm going to insert this in the video. There was a popular Algerian blog that carried the story and carried myself along with it, I guess, because I've been very vocal in the Black Lives Matter movement. I've been very vocal about the whole police brutality issue. I feel like people looked at me like, okay, this is supposed to be some militant, hardcore, pro-black person, and she's allowing this white lady to do blackface. And I feel like that's what they think. They think that Souhila is white because of her complexion. But not only that, she's an African woman who lives across the ocean, who is still empathizing with what's going on in these protests back home. And there are many examples of blackface. This is not me desensitizing what blackface is, because if this was anybody else, I would be on the front lines bashing and tearing this person down, doxing them on the internet, finding out where they work. So again, this is not me trying to understand or meet her halfway. I did educate and explain to her what blackface means, why it's so sensitive. Back in the day when white people used to dress as blackface to be a coon or a jigaboo, or show that clown-like behavior and show those performances in the minstrel shows, which is the history of blackface, it was disheartening, and it is a terrible thing, it is a derogatory thing, it's an oppressive thing. It's something that they did to oppress us, and I understand that we as a people do not tolerate that. But when an African woman does it, and in such a way that she's showing unity, she's showing peace, she's not belittling us, she's not dehumanizing us, she was trying to show her unity. And I've seen a lot of artwork, which I'm also going to insert in this clip, of people who are using artwork on their faces to say a message or to deliver a message of what's going on in society, what's going on in people, what's going on in their heads. Like I saw somebody with a black fist painted on their face and a mask saying Black Lives Matter. And I didn't consider that blackface either. I also wanted to tie it into or compare it to the word nigga. And for many years, we've had this age-old discussion. Is it okay to say the word nigger? Is it with the G-G-E-R, G-G-A, G-G-A-H? No matter how you say it, how can it be used? Who can use this word? And we have basically deemed that if you're in the black race, if you are African, if you have ever been oppressed by a people, by white people, you get a pass to use it. And in some areas, Mexicans and Spanish can use it. In some areas, Asians get the pass to use it. But by no means do whites get to use the word at all, because we have turned something that they have used that was so negative and so damaging and so dehumanizing, and we have made it a term of endearment. We are now able to use it in ways that they can't use it. You say, what up, nigga? How you doing, nigga? You stupid, nigga. You crazy, nigga. And it's not, we're not saying it to belittle the person. We're not saying it because we own you. We're not saying it because we think you're property. We're saying it because we flipped a negative into a positive. And I feel like for a black person, an African person, to use artwork to depict something so serious, to turn something negative into a positive. And I don't even think she was doing it to do blackface. I think she just wanted to do artwork. She's an African woman showing two different spectrums of her culture, two different spectrums of her family, the continent she comes from. And it wasn't a negative thing. She wasn't a coon or a jigaboo. It was an African woman showing this artwork. I feel like we are doing too much with this thing, especially because right now there are bigger fish to fry. There are people who are still out there getting paid on work leave, who have killed and murdered people. George Floyd's murderers, Breonna's murderers are still out there getting paid and working from home. And those are the issues we need to attack. These officers have not been arrested, they have not been prosecuted, and chances are they won't be. Those are the things we need to attack. Attack face-on racism, attack people who are oblivious to white privilege. Those are the issues we need to focus on. Not an African woman who is lending her voice, lending her platform, when she has 3 million followers, to this issue. Souhila, I've got your back. I completely understand where you were coming from. It also is just something that we just need to educate each other. It was easy for her to quickly understand why people thought it was controversial, but it actually was not controversial for her. I'm going to include the clip in this video so you guys can comment below. Comments, complaints, questions, criticisms, compliments are always welcome here. Stay tuned in, and I will have more for you when we see each other again next time.